Hey guys, welcome to the second video in my DAX function series. Today I'll be explaining you the average functions in the DAX aggregation function series. If you want to follow along, download the sample Power BI file for free from the description below. In this previous video, I had covered the count functions in the DAX aggregation function series. If you haven't watched that video, I'll post the link of that video in the description below. You can check out that video as well. So let us begin with our video and with the average functions. So here you can see we have three functions in average. Let's start with the average function. Average function returns the average of the numbers in the column. So this only supports the numeric values in the column. Let me show you that with an example. Let's go to the data section. We'll click this option. We'll click new measure. We'll name this measure as average, and then we will write the function average, and then we will select the column of which we want to do the average. So in this example, I'm going to be choosing this table 1 and the price. I'll close the parenthesis. So our measure is ready here. So I'll just select our visual and drag this measure into the fields section of this visual. And there you go. We got the average value of the total price, 446. We can cross check that. This is our table and we have done the average of price. So what we can do is we can select this table over here, and with this price we will say here that we want the average. As you can see, the result is the same. Now let us go and do an example for average A. So the difference between average and average A is average A also averages the non-numeric values. However, there are some rules, and that is that the non-numeric values in the columns, if it's true, the average A functions consider that as 1. If it's false, the average A functions consider that as a 0. And if it's just a text, it will be a 0. And if it's a blank column, then also it will consider this as a 0. So let us do that in Power BI. Let me show you that with an example. So here in our table, we have a column online sale with true and false, and we have a column with just text values, text data type in salesperson. So let us try that with the salesperson column first. We'll go to the data, we'll click a new measure. We'll name this measure as average A, and then we will write the function average A, and we will try this on our table salesperson column, and we'll click enter. Our measure is ready. So I'll click this card visual and I'll drag the measure into the fields of this card visual over here to get the result. As you can see, we got a 0. That is because the column which we selected, salesperson, is just having a text data type. So as per the rule of this function, if there is a text data type, it will consider that value as a 0, and even if it is a blank null data type, it will consider that as a 0. So let us do that with the logical data type. We'll change our measure. We'll change the column from salesperson online sales column. Close the parenthesis, enter. And there you go, we have a value average of 0.67. So this function is considering the true as 1 and the false as 0, and it's giving me an average of 0.67%. So that's how this AVERAGEA function works. So there is no way to cross-check this over here. So in order to cross-check this, we can do the average function, average of these values. Let us consider this false as 0 and true as 1 as per the rules. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 ones and 2 zeros. Total 6. Total 6 columns. So there is like 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 zeros. If we do the average of these in our Excel sheet, you'll get the same value of 0.66, which we are getting over here in our card visual, 0.67. If you are finding value in this video, if you are finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. So let's go with the AVERAGEX function now. So the AVERAGEX function is similar to the average function. We cannot do this AVERAGEX function to the non-numeric values. The column should be containing with the numeric data. And what we can do in this AVERAGEX function is we can do an average for any given expression into the DAX. So it evaluates a set of expression. So the syntax is, we'll give the table and then we will give the expression. Let me show you that with an example over here. So what we will do is we'll create a new measure. We will name this measure as AVERAGEX, and then we will write the function AVERAGEX. Then we will write the function as AVERAGEX. So first it's asking for the table, so we will write table. That's our table name. Then we will give it an expression. So in this expression, what we will do, we have two columns, one for the quantity and one for the price. So we will multiply the quantity with the price to get the total sales, and then we will do the average for the total sales. That's what this AVERAGEX function will do for us over here. So what we will say is, we have a table column with quantity times table column with the price, and we'll close the parenthesis. So this is the AVERAGEX function. This is the table where we want to apply this AVERAGEX function, and this is the expression. The result of this expression should be a numeric value in order for this function to work. So our measure is ready over here. So let's select the card visual, and we will drag this AVERAGEX function into the fields over here, and there you go. We have the average of total sales in this table, which is 3000 something. We will cross check over that over here. I have done this manually over here by using a calculated column. So the total average was 3180 for the total sales. So basically what is happening here is it's multiplying the quantity with the price and then averaging the total. So 3180, and if we do that with the AVERAGEX function, we'll get the same result over here as well. Make sure to download the Power BI file linked in the description and practice this function yourself. This is just the second video in the DAX series, so don't forget to subscribe to get notified when I upload the next video. And remember, in the last video of this series, I'll be giving away a summary PDF covering all the functions which I prepared in this sheet over here. So stick around, and if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and leave your comment with any questions, and see you in the next one.